Yo, 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 yo. What up, YouTube family? What up, YouTube fam? I got another video. But yo, first, you should subscribe. My homeboy told me, he was like, yo, you putting out these great videos, but you gotta do them right. So I'm like, yeah, you're right, bro. I be fighting it because I just be wanting to put out the message and shit, but I guess if the message got to spread, we're gonna do it right. So yeah, boy, subscribe to the fucking channel. I'm gonna keep trying to put out these videos for you, let you know really what's going on and shit. We we go deep on this channel, you know what I'm saying? We go deep. But the other day I put out a video. Hold on, subscribe, y'all boys. The other day I put out a video and I was talking about how it's mainly more, you know, if you saw the, you saw the title already. It's not about Kanye West. It's not about Alex Jones or Andrew Tate. It's about you, and this what all of this is about. And I'm explaining it, and I'm gonna show you how it works. The other day I kind of hinted at it, and I told y'all about how it's, really about like censorship and creating a new social norm of things you can and cannot say, things you can and cannot do, shit like that. And when they create social norms, it's not like a law on the books. It's like a social accepted law, like something that's socially accepted throughout the masses. Like in the 90s you can make gay jokes all the time, but then when Obama came in, he changed it like he said he was. He's gonna change America like he said he was. We just didn't know what kind of change he was talking about. But anyway, now it's not socially accepted to like make gay jokes or shit like that. So many different things are now not socially acceptable to do. They call it PC, or what do they call it? Oh man, what's the word when they say PC? Politically correct. One time, I remember a long time ago, I used to watch Ben Carson interviews, and I used to like Ben Carson because he always said he gonna fight against being PC. And I didn't really know at the time, this was like early 2000s, I didn't really know at the time what he was meaning, but he was right, like to stand on what you want to say is everything right now. I saw a post from Charlemagne the God last night, and he was like, yo, free speech is cool, but sometimes shut the fuck up. And it was like, bruh, I kind of be liking Charlemagne sometimes, but I know Charlemagne knows what he's doing, but it's like he's so bought into the system. They got him so hard, he gotta be saying this dumb shit. And what that does, Charlemagne got a big audience, so it socially manipulates and it socially molds his audience into thinking what he say is cool. But no, it should be free speech is cool, period. That should be the post. It's not you don't never gotta shut the fuck up, because see, shutting the fuck up leads us into where we are now. And it's like so laws, like if you break the law, you speed or you shoot somebody, or you do something that breaks the law, you go to jail, right? You get punished, right? But then there's the social norms that you can break a social norm, like Kanye or Alex Jones or Andrew Tate or anything like that, and they're gonna be punished also, but they're not being punished by a law. They're not being punished where they can go get criminally indicted or something and go to jail or anything. They're not punished by that kind of laws. They're punished by socially accepted laws. And this is what it is. We make these. We agree on these laws, the people. But usually the people are not that smart. So they agree to laws that's always hurting them. It's never for you. It's always going to be against you, because the people are really like the peasants, you know? But the peasants, I should say it like this. The peasants can win because, see, the system is built in your mind, right? It's built in your mind first. You just accept it. And once you accept it in your mind, you are gonna accept it in your real life, right? So you accept that it's at red, on the red light, you stop. On the green, you go. We all accept it, so we do it in real life. We accept you can't make gay jokes no more. You can't talk about LGBT. You can't do this. So in our real life, we manifest that. But it starts in our mind, because, you know, that's how they manipulate shit. They first manipulate your mind. Your body just follows whatever your mind does. So if we're peasants, it's not to say we're peasants and we can't bust out and win the system. You don't gotta win $1 billion or anything like that. You don't gotta do nothing. The way you beat the system is you accept in your mind that you already not gonna agree to the shit. And I'm not saying don't agree to red light, green light and shit like that. Some of the shit you gotta agree with. But when they manipulate you into accepting a new way of life, you don't have to agree with that. You agree with it if it, you know, you don't want to hurt somebody, or, you know, you're not physically bringing harm to anybody, but you don't have to agree with something that someone made up. Why? Listen, what I say is not about Kanye, Alex Jones, or anything. Like, we're so focused right now on Kanye, but Alex Jones, they're preparing to sue Alex Jones for $2.75 trillion. That's a ridiculous amount of money. Like a 2.75 trillion, if you stack them on each, they could probably like reach the moon. That's how much money that is. And that's worse than anything that Kanye is going through. That's worse than anything that Andrew Tate is going through. But it's not about that. Those are puppets used to make sure you socially accept it. So Andrew Tate has a big market online, a big demographic of certain amount of people. When he runs a play, he's running the play on his whole demographic. So all the people that look up to Andrew Tate and want to be like Andrew Tate, they see him going through his hell, and they know, you know, well, maybe we shouldn't do what Andrew Tate just did. So the rulers of the society, they don't have to go through every one of Andrew Tate's people and knock on their door and say, hey bro, we got some new rules, you got to sign right here, you know, read this contract and sign it. This is what you can and cannot say. No, they don't have to go to each one of them person. All they have to do is go to Andrew Tate. Kanye has a huge demographic. So when Kanye goes through his shit, everyone that watches it in his demographic accepts socially the new rules that Kanye broke, right? So the rulers of the society don't have to go to all these black people that like hip hop and they tell them, yo, sign this contract. These are the new rules. This is what you can and cannot say in 2022. No, they just have to go to one person. They just have to go to Kanye. Same with Alex Jones. Alex Jones got a bigger demographic than Kanye and probably Andrew Tate. But with Alex Jones, they, like I said, they don't have to go to Texas. They don't have to go to middle America and say, hey, all of Andrew Tate's demographic or all of Alex Jones' demographic, hey guys, here's the new contract. Here's what you can say and cannot say in 2022. They don't have to do that. All they have to do is run and play with Alex Jones. But all of Andrew Tate, Alex Jones, and Kanye West, they're all in the boys club. They're all in the secret society. So they're running the play not to defeat them. They're running the play to make you accept it. They're running the play for you. This is why they call themselves, this is why, like, remember Neo went to go talk to the architect. What did the architect build? The architect built society. There is architects that build society right now, and they call themselves the grand architect, the grand mason, or whatever, you know? And this is how they build society. But like say for instance, all of these Democrats, all right, it started, remember Trump was saying like, oh, you are fake news, you're fake news, or blah, blah, blah. And then it started with JFK, really. When they killed JFK, the CIA made a bulletin that said, hey, don't believe these wild conspiracies, and they're just conspiracy theories. So the people that's reading it, and they put it in the media, so the people that's reading it are gonna say, oh shit, we can't believe any wild conspiracy about who actually killed JFK. So basically they're telling you, don't believe this shit. They made up the word conspiracy theorist. So now everyone that say, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, they're basically socially accepting the mind brainwashing of JFK. But let's say more in recent times, remember Trump say, if you're fake news, you're fake news. But before we got that into our mindset, we didn't know that the news be lying all the time. The news lies 24/7. That's all they do is lie. But they do it where they don't, let's just say they manipulate the truth. They don't even tell the truth, but they're gonna say something like, I was watching this morning and everybody talking about, oh man, should Todd Bowles lose his job at Tampa Bay? Do they need Bruce Arians back? But they're not technically lying, but they are lying, because the real truth is not about Tampa Bay's coaching staff. The real truth is Tom Brady sucks this year. So you don't say the real truth, so our mind goes somewhere else. That's what the news do. So when Trump was talking fake news, that was beginning this change. So now we're waking up. Alex Jones, he's been saying a lot of dumb shit all his career. He's been leading us away from the truth pretty much, but he's been leading us away from the lies too. He's just creating his own lies, or his own BS to make us go over there. But he's making us question the system. And that's what, remember, after Trump, or they banned Trump on Twitter, because he was saying things that wasn't socially acceptable. He was saying things that wasn't in the social norm right now, right? But that's a play for us. So now we see Trump going through it, and we like, oh, well, we can't say this on Twitter no more. We can't say this on social media. Remember, now you go to Facebook jail if you say anything. You can say it, but that's the new norm of America. That's the new America, right? But we accepted it. If we would have told Mark Zuckerberg to, shut the F up, we're going to leave Facebook, we wouldn't have accepted the new norm. Now we can't say shit on Facebook because we accepted it. So then the Democrats got in office, and Democrats started saying, oh, we're going to make a ministry of truth. And they sent out all their fact checkers with the blue hair and the nose rings and all this shit that, they're not socially acceptable in our life. They just have the position right now to run the show. So now they're turning our life into where we have to socially accept their bullshit. And we agree. But it's just the architect doing it. So now they got the Ministry of Truth. You go to Facebook jail, you do all of this shit, blah, 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 blah. All this fact checker, you put out anything, and, You know, they're going to fact check you on Instagram immediately. You can type in New World Order and hashtag it. They're going to put a fact check on the post immediately. That's all socially accepted norms that we now all agree with, right? But, you know, before it, that shit wasn't on there, you know, or before in America we had freedom of speech, right? But, so all these different laws that's really not laws, they're not on the book, they're just social norms that we accept because we get brainwashed and manipulated. So, Kanye West, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, all of these people, they're not breaking the laws, they're just setting up new social norms for you to accept. Rappers, black people, New York hip hop, you can't talk about the Jews ever, or you're gonna get Kanye West. Middle America, white people, you can't talk about the deep state anymore, or you're gonna get Alex Jones. Little wannabe rich guys in New York and California, these new little guys coming up, these 25 to 30-year-olds that thinking they need to buy a Lamborghini and blah, 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 get into the system. Okay, but you can't say anything like Andrew Tate. You can't do anything like that because you just accepted a social norm that if you do, you're going to get sued for $2.75 trillion right after you got sued for $1 billion. Or you're going to lose your billionaire status, you know, right after you just got it. Or you're going to get blocked on everything, all social medias, and you don't have a podcast anymore, and you're going to lose all your money. But the way to beat that, like I said, is this: you got to use your brain. But the way you really can address it is you go straight to the architect. Now, with this video, with this podcast, I'm taking you straight to the architect. Like, I listen to everybody's podcast, even if I don't post it or anything. Everyone's podcast, the top podcasts in the black community, white community, everyone's podcast I listen to because I got to understand social norms and I got to understand what's going on. And not many people are talking about this. I saw one podcast maybe in the black community out of 100 that's really kind of talking about it, and that was the Godcast. It was Lord Jamar. He was mentioning it. I do give him props. I do give him credit. But for the most part, as black people, and that's who I want to talk to the most, we're not getting it. Because we're following people like Charlemagne the God, who's also in the Boys Club, you know? And the Boys Club is run by the Grand Architect. The Grand Architect runs the Boys Club. The Boys Club goes telling us what to do. Then we socially accept it. Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, Kanye West, they're all in the Boys Club. They're all running the play on you to socially accept what you can and cannot do. But in America, you have freedom of speech. You're socially accepting right now to not have freedom of speech. So you're socially accepting your country, America, to go down. Yeah, bitch.